Welcome to the fifth episode of Content Furies. I'm Polly, and through this episode, we will explore how UGC content creation can help tech companies connect with their audience and discuss some tips about how to create UGC content that resonates with your customers. UGC or user-generated content has revolutionized the world of marketing. With the power to leverage the audience's creativity, brands are now able to create authentic and engaging content that resonates with their customers. Sticking to traditional advertising methods is simply not enough at this time. With UGC, companies have the ability to connect with their customer and build a loyal community in ways that were previously not possible. They can show the benefits of their products, show how it fits into some sort of situation, show how diverse people interact with it, and so on. In the previous episode of our podcast, I covered the basics of UGC. There we talked about what it is, how it can be done, and how some big companies have been taking advantage of it. In case you haven't listened to it, here's a short recap. So what exactly is UGC? In simple terms, UGC refers to content that is created by fans, followers, consumers, and customers of a brand. This can come in various forms, such as reviews, social media posts, videos, or even blog posts. UGC is incredibly valuable because it showcases real experiences and recommendations from real people, which creates a sense of trust and credibility among potential customers. Most people are more likely to trust a real person rather than a curated ad, and that is what UGC helps with. In this episode, we will focus on how tech companies can utilize the potential of UGC in their content creation strategies. We will explore the unique opportunities and challenges that come with creating UGC and provide you with some solid tips and insights to help you get started. Before we start, I'd like to thank our sponsor, Content Team Editorial Crew, for their excellent content services. They can help enhance your business content with captivating narratives that connect with your audience. Don't forget to visit contentteam.com and use code Content Furies for a 10% discount on your initial purchase. First things first, let's take a look at all the benefits that UGC brings to the tech sector. First on the list, we have increasing brand awareness and trust. Building trust is paramount in the tech industry, where customers are often investing in products that impact their daily lives. UGC provides social proof, allowing buyers to see firsthand how your tech solutions have solved problems or enhanced the lives of others. It acts as a virtual word-of-mouth recommendation, boosting confidence and encouraging conversions. And you might think that this is exactly what traditional ads do, but it is not. Traditional ads are often perceived as more fake, scened, and it is harder to relate to an actor smiling at you from the screen. User-generated content, on the other hand, makes the product feel more real. Different people have different emotions, tone of voices, reactions, houses, things that might not be perfectly curated, and that is what makes such content feel more real. Some tech solutions may feel too distant or complicated when we see an ad. Sometimes we don't even go to downloading an app because of the learning curve that comes after it. UGC plays a crucial role here by showcasing real-world experiences and recommendations. By allowing your customers to share their stories and opinions, you create a community-driven platform that fosters trust and credibility. Some brands might also benefit from letting their workers step in front of the camera and share their stories, or maybe show a bit of their day. It humanizes your brand and creates a sense of relatability, establishing a connection that goes beyond traditional advertising. Moreover, UGC drives engagement by involving your audience directly in the content creation process. By encouraging user participation, such as hosting contests, challenges, you inspire creativity and give your customers a space to communicate with people who have something in common, your product and the problem it solves. This does not only increase brand loyalty, but also leads to increased brand advocacy, as satisfied customers become brand ambassadors themselves. Last but not least, UGC can become a great step towards learning more about your consumers and what it is that they exactly need. It might be that someone uses your product in a way that you first thought of secondary, tertiary, or not needed at all. It might be someone commenting that they do not have a possibility to use your product in the intended way because of their location, house, life situation. It might be people that point out that something bugs or does not work properly. The possibilities are limitless, but each one of them can help a brand to become better or fix some sort of an issue. Let's take a look at some of tech companies from different niches that have efficiently leveraged UGC as part of their marketing strategy. Travel tech is probably one of the niches that relies mostly on UGC, and has been doing so for years now. And it is clear why, as people always check their reviews before picking a hotel, an airline, or even a city or a specific country. Now, of course, there always are some bigger marketing campaigns around. For example, cities releasing videos about their best locations, or even countries posting a very well-curated video on YouTube about their best locations, cities, places to visit. It always has a lot of drone shots, pretty images, and yet travel tech is still dependent on UGC. First on the list, we have Airbnb. And of course, they're all over. The hashtag Airbnb has more than 6 billion videos under it on TikTok, and a lot of them come with great engagement numbers. People posting footage from their trips and tagging the company, people discussing tips on how to pick a safe location, or how to check if the chosen space is safe. They have also collaborated with a lot of influencers, and there are even lists of the bigger Airbnb influencers online. While not all of the content posted is positive, it actually feels more relatable and real. Of course, not all of the places are equally nice or safe, and it is good that users are helping each other and sharing their real experiences. I also think that UGC is way more suitable for such company, as they're bringing you a little bit closer to what a real life in the city looks like, which is very different from curated hotels that might feel fake for some people. And therefore, it feels more natural when real people share their experiences about using the app. User-generated content, or UGC, is incredibly important for food tech companies like Bolt, Uber Eats, as well as many other local alternatives. This type of content gives an authentic and relatable perspective on the takeaway dining experience. UGC can include mouth-watering food photos, reviews, and recommendations. It allows food tech companies to use the power of social proof and their customers' enthusiasm to promote their services. UGC not only makes their platforms more credible, but also fosters a sense of community among users. By encouraging customers to share their experiences and interact with the brands, food tech companies can create a fun and engaging online environment. This can help build customers' loyalty and attract new users too. What is even more interesting with food tech is that there is quite a share of content that is coming from the workers of those companies. They share funny stories, show how much they earn, and what their days looks like. Not only does this raise the awareness around the brand or company, but it also educates others on how difficult the job can be. Here's an example. There was a delivery guy from Wolt, a Finnish food delivery app, who was trying to earn 10,000 euros a month, and he was filming his journey. He became somewhat of an influencer in a while, but Wolt, the company he was working for, got free exposure from him for months. While it is not directly UGC, as the guy was not using the app as a customer, on the other hand it is, as the people working there are also using the platform, just from the other end of it. Now let's take a look at some fintech companies. First, we have Klarna. For those who have not heard of it yet, here's a quick explanation of what they do. Klarna is a payment service that allows online shoppers to buy now and pay later. Klarna partners with various retailers and offers flexible payment options, such as interest-free installments, pay in 30 days, or pay in full at checkout. Klarna also provides features such as price drop alerts, wish lists, and personalized recommendations. If you go on TikTok and see how many videos are under the Klarna hashtag, you will see a banging amount of 327 million posts under one and 9 million under the other. There is a lot of meme content there, like not me spending 400 on clothes and paying with Klarna, or something along the line of the person's salary coming in and them having a bunch of Klarna payments scheduled. Those posts also have a great engagement where people comment and ask whether it is truly a good solution, someone simply relating to a joke, and someone hating on it. It is also worth mentioning that their social media strategy is a bit different as well. Not only do they share stuff about their payment solutions, but also regular updates or their view on trending things, and that is not something that many fintech companies do. Another brand that is worth mentioning is Revolut. Revolut is a digital banking platform that offers a range of financial services, such as spending, saving, investing, and transferring money across different countries. Revolut aims to provide a fast, easy, and transparent way for people to manage their money online and through a mobile app. So they do have some people talking about them on TikTok and Instagram, But what Revolut does focus on is people becoming real-world promoters. They offer some things that the other banks do not, with the sheer purpose of you telling your friends about it. They also do this thing when they pay you some money for you to invite your friends and family to join the app. This strategy is a little bit different from the direct UGC, but I think it is still a great way of alternative marketing. Let's not forget about AI, one of the most discussed tech solutions on the internet currently. It is obvious that people are talking about it, as it is something new, controversial, and exciting. Most of the big AI platforms like ChatGPT, Midjourney, Notion, Bing AI are getting their fair share of user-generated content, starting from tips and ending with sharing their results for discussion. We too have taken a part in this UGC wave, and you can find some prompts for ChatGPT in one of our recent posts on Content Furies Instagram. Go check it out. When it comes to this niche, I feel like UGC is the smartest of all the marketing solutions, and that is because there is no better way to find out whether the tool is something that you need or not than to watch others use it. You have probably seen one or two misleading marketing campaigns for different AI services that claim to do something and then they simply end up costing a fortune or not good. I definitely have. Seeing people share their results gives me a much better understanding of what the platform is capable of and whether it is something I need to think about. A lot of the content related to AI and that is generated by users is facing some backlash because not everyone is talking about the legal restrictions of services like commercial license. Some people are simply filming a video because it is trending and not because they want to educate their community. But that's how it is. There can be no good without evil. These are just a few examples of tech companies from different niches that have efficiently leveraged user-generated content as a part of their marketing strategy. Not all of these companies directly encourage content creation. In most cases, creators are inspired by community feedback. And that is one of the main tasks of UGC, to create a sense of community around a brand, product, or company. So how exactly do people start talking about a product or a brand? Does it just happen naturally? Well, not always. Sometimes you'll have to help and boost the initial wave of UGC to get people talking with the help of traditional marketing. You can generate some buzz about upcoming products or solutions, get a few influencers or bloggers to talk about them, and then have other people follow in their footsteps and become brand advocates. Of course, not all tech companies are B2C businesses, and therefore UGC, in the form of digital content like TikToks, Reels, Stories, may not be appropriate. In that case, you would rather want to build your community on appropriate platforms, like LinkedIn, and have businesses comment, write reviews, and share their stories. There is a way for everyone to leverage from UGC in one way or another. But it is just as important to understand your audience as it is in traditional marketing. While UGC has many advantages, it is important to remember the problems that may arise. I have covered most of them in the previous podcast episode, along with the basics of the whole UGC niche. But let me quickly remind you of one of the main issues: quality control. When brands have influencers do a part of the marketing or use traditional marketing resources, they have full control of how their brand is presented. They can adjust the tone of voice, the picture, and follow all of the legal regulations, such as copyright. However, when real people talk about your brand, it becomes a problem. It is also possible that someone may use swear words in the video review of your services, or use a copyrighted picture or video without tagging the original creator. It is difficult to keep track of these things, but they can create unnecessary associations with your brand. Another downside of UGC for tech companies is that everyone has different levels of digital literacy. Something might be difficult for one person and easy for another. If someone shares their negative experience, not because the tech solution is actually bad, but simply because they did not find the right way to use it, then these videos might scare off your potential customers. If you have a team responsible for social media or customer relations, you should definitely reach out and try to clarify these situations. Let me give you a not-so-good example of UGC. I once saw a video where a guy was saying how easy it is to use one AI platform and how it can replace product photographers because the results it gives are so great. When I opened the comment section, the percentage of negative feedback was around 80 to 20 ratio. Photographers were laughing it off and saying that they have tried it and it's quite bad, or that one must still know their way around photography to know how to use these apps. Some were talking about legal issues that come with using such techniques for commercial purposes, and others were businesses saying that they did not understand anything and could not use the website at all. I do not specifically remember the name of the AI the video was about, but after trying to find it on TikTok, I saw that there are a bunch of different ones anyway. My opinion on that is somewhat negative, because most of the results from these apps still require knowledge of Photoshop, creative thinking, and understanding how photography works. Not to mention that you cannot expect an exceptionally new idea or a unique design while using these services. But anyway, that was just an example of how UGC can create a lot of negative talk around the product or a solution that might be unwanted from the side of the company. The worst thing about it is that these videos are quite hard to control, as they are coming from basically random people and you never know when they are coming. Of course, you can help your community by guiding them, commenting under their videos, and letting them know that you see them, but it is not always something that helps. What you want to do is watch out for this type of content, reach out to the creator and maybe film a reply video or just leave a comment under it, or reach out to the creator directly. You can learn more about quality control and other legal issues that come with UGC in the previous episode of our podcast available on our YouTube channel. So head out and listen to it if it's something that interests. That's it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed learning about UGC and how tech companies have been using it to boost their exposure. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel and social media platforms. And leave us a comment if you enjoyed this episode. See you next time on Content Furies. Bye!